It's remarkable what Ukraine managed to achieve during recent half a year, with deep strikes against oil refineries close to Moscow, close to St. Petersburg, even far away, close to Omsk, somewhere in Siberia. Also, the recent week attacks against Russian shadow fleet in Azov Sea and in Black Sea, those are really amazing achievements, which are making big impact on, in general, on perception, both globally but also in Russia itself, because definitely when in Moscow and some other cities, people need to stand near a gasoline station, for hours and hours, that's an impact. Definitely, we can expect that such kind of development should be clear argument for Putin and his surrounding that he is not able to achieve any significant development in his war aims, and that is the moment when really negotiations on just peace should start. But for that, really, we need to keep our support and even increase our support, because just peace in such a war can come only through the formula peace through strength, and strength should be on Ukrainian side.
And how does the European Union provide that strength to Ukraine?
We started new financial support mechanism, so-called Ukraine support loan, 60 billion to support Ukrainian defense during the next this year and the next year. From one side, we are supporting Ukraine. From another side, Ukraine is starting to support us, because their defense industry achievements are remarkable. And I absolutely agree with United States State Secretary Marco Rubio, who was saying that Ukrainian army is the best in Europe. And it's the best in Europe, not only that they have brave soldiers and smart generals, but also that they have very innovative, very dynamic defense industry.
Should Ukraine be spending more to buy European?
European money has very clear principles. First of all, we're looking if Ukrainian defense industry is able to produce what they need to have on the front line. If not, then we're looking to European industry. And European industry really is getting up and producing more and more.
But is European industry, is it there yet to provide Ukraine with what it needs to repel Russia now?
If both Ukrainian industry is not producing and European industry is not producing, then no. And if Ukrainians are coming with clear evidence that why they need some kind of products which are not produced by Ukraine or by European Union.
US President Donald Trump at the NATO summit in Ankara reiterated his desire to acquire the Arctic island of Greenland. What can the EU do to come to that nation's aid if he made good on this defensive threat?
We have had the same, language several months ago, back in early spring or late winter. And our answer was very clear. Denmark was promised all the support from our side. We do not agree with some kind of that language.
The countries that have successfully acquired a portion of that safe loan, the 150 billion euros, what are the countries, particularly along Europe's eastern flank and those Baltic regions, using the money for?
Those countries who are investing a lot, frontier countries, they also took, the biggest responsibility to spend safe loans, which are European Union support mechanism for all the countries to develop their capabilities. We see that some countries are a little bit, diminishing their, let's say, initial wishes, what they wished. Now we have perhaps 11 or 12 signatures, different countries which we agreed with them. We shall see which will be not taken by member states, and we shall look into possibilities, how and for what purposes we can use those money. President Zelensky was very clearly asking exactly, to find the way how to finance, for example, this anti-ballistic production of an anti-ballistic system. So we shall look how we can do. Definitely, besides, those, actions which we are doing now, we need to see also challenges which are coming and very soon. Especially, we need to evaluate how our transatlantic partners are starting to diminish their presence.